Hi everyone, my name is Nicole and I'm the founder of EquiCare. Today I'm going to be running through a quick little demo just to get a very brief understanding of what EquiCare is all about. This is something that I built because it's something that I wanted personally. So it's a really huge passion project for me and I really hope it's going to be as useful for you in your life. So to start things off, this is the homepage on the phone and also the desktop. So you've got a weekly view on your phone and on the desktop, it is either daily, weekly or monthly. It's just a really good overview of everything. You can click events on the desktop, just add event here, or you can also click on the main calendar page. EquiCare consists of four main categories for every kind of event. So you've got health, training, competitions, and goals. For each event, you can select multiple horses. So if you are kind of bulk creating events, or you can just select one specifically. Health has all these different categories here. So you can personally, I would start off with adding in all of your reoccurring appointments. So that is usually your farrier, your dentist, your worming, all of those kinds of things. When you do, I'll just do an example here. When you go into the farrier, you can select shoe, you can select full or front set. You can actually go in here and repeat it every 6 weeks. So these repeats have been specifically designed for horse people. So you can select 6 weeks and then you want to select so that it never ends. So that means that the repeat will just keep going. And I usually like to remind myself either 3 days or 1 week before, depending on if I need to actually book in the appointment with the farrier or if I'm just making sure that I'm aware of it myself. You schedule those kinds of things in. You can add notes if you want. And then once you add it in, it will just repeat itself automatically. I did one earlier, so we can see here. This is what it would look like. You can add notes if you want for the whole series or just this event. So if you are doing corrective shoeing and you like to add photos for your progress, this is a really good way to do that. Same kind of thing as if your horse has gotten injured and you want to keep track of their injury and how it's progressing. This is a really super way to be able to do that. If you want to look at the specific horse, we go into the My Stable area. And this is where you have basically almost like a little horse health passport for your horse. Everything that you would need is in one place. So all the information that you have on the screen here is all where you can just have everything. You've got a weekly plan on the desktop and on your phone as well. So this is great for seeing work overloads. If you want to look for a specific event that you've scheduled, this is where you would go. You go here and you've got all your different categories for health and then all your different categories for training. The training is really super. You can also add an event from up here, but this is where you can pop in all your training for the whole week, for the whole month. If you've got a competition coming up and you're planning everything, you can add in a training plan and then you can also add in some notes after your ride. So this is really super for that. We have a little finance section so you can add any income and expenses. This is obviously horse specific, but if you go into the general finance section, this is where you can see everything for all your horses, and we've got the little date filter up here. One important thing to note in a horse is that you can actually transfer it to a new person if you sell the horse. You just need to make sure that that person has an EquiCare profile, and then you can just transfer it straight to that person so that the information just seamlessly goes across. You've got normal calendar pages here, just a bit bigger. You can see everything in one space. The feed section, which is awesome. You can create any kind of feed routine for any of your horses. You can do multiple, like before, morning and evening, and then you select all the feeds that you might need. When you first enter your horse profile, this will be empty. You just need to create it, pop in a category, and then it will come up with a list like that. And then it will turn into a beautiful little feed chart like this. Associated users is where you would go if you want to share your profile with someone. So you can add users, grooms, staff members to your specific courses, 1, 2, 3, the whole stable, or maybe only just one. They will get sent an invite to their email. They don't need their own they don't need their own EquiCare account. They will just piggyback off yours. So it's super easy. They just need to check their emails, click the link, create their account, and then their little profiles will show up here for you. Equine contact section is where you have all your important info. This is super for adding all of your equine contacts in one place. If you have shared your account with multiple staff members, this is great because on your phone, they can actually click on the phone number, which you can see here. It just means that they don't need to have the contact in their phone and they can just call directly from there. To add a contact, it's super easy. You just press the plus button here, and that's basically it. So if you do want to change your password details, anything like that, you just need to go into settings. You've got, associated users, finance, feed, calendar, the stable section, and also your overview. So this is a really brief snapshot for how to use EquiCare. We can go into a lot of things deeply, which we will also do in coming videos.